I used to cover wars, you know? Look who's back, good old Mr. Frank West. What's up? It's your boy Dynasty with some more reaction content for you guys today, because this morning, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster had a teaser trailer that's like 40 seconds long. I've seen a few screenshots from said trailer. Not seen gameplay yet. I don't know if they're even going to showcase gameplay, but this announcement just seems to have came out of nowhere. I think I remember like a year or so ago, Jez Corden, the Xbox insider, mentioned that Dead Rising would be coming back in some type of remake, and he was right. Dead Rising is a game that just has a very special place in my heart. Going back to the days of, 2006, 7, the Xbox 360, I remember playing Dead Rising, all the DLC, the second one. Then you start making your way into Dead Rising 3 and 4, and things kind of, you know, they weren't bad games, but it just wasn't the same vibe of the first two Dead Rising games, the DLC, like I mentioned. Frank West, though, he's back, and just based off the thumbnail and the screenshots I've seen, our boy looks like he's a lot older than he was back in the OG game. Granted, this is 20 years, roughly like 18 years of technology since the actual initial release, but doesn't change the fact that he looks a lot different. Looks a lot older. So I'm excited to see what this teaser trailer actually shows. It's just funny because I feel like back on like the Xbox One, around the time that Dead Rising 4 came out, they re-released both Dead Rising 1 and 2 on like that generation of consoles, PS4, Xbox One. So intrigued to see what else they'll be adding in this Deluxe Remaster version. I'm assuming all the DLC content, maybe not. I believe the release date also is dropping soon, but not officially. It's just 2024. I think I saw Wario64 say that. So it's dropping this year. If you're excited for Dead Rising coming back on current gen, do me a solid. It takes you a second, drop a like on it. I swear, all these games from when I was growing up, when I was like 10, 11, 12, on the 360 are coming back. Lollipop Chainsaw, this, Beyond Good and Evil, like a bunch of these games, Gex, dude, are just coming back and coming back. It just makes me feel old, dude. It makes me feel really fucking old, honestly. It's weird to know that my childhood is now retro enough to have all these remasters and remakes become a thing. Holy shit. Time flies. So with that said, let's see what they got cooking at Capcom with Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Feels like 10 years ago, and it wasn't. Okay, you see, 2016. They're acknowledging it. That looks clean. So it's a full-blown remake.
You mentioned something about research for a story. Frank West.
Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days.
Woo-hoo!
Bruh, that is not the OG voice actor. I know in the later games they switch voice actors, but I remember the OG Frank West voice actor voice like fucking the back of my hand.
Story. Frank West.
Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days.
Woo-hoo!
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's just not hitting the same. It's not hitting the same. I wish it was the same voice actor. Let's go back and look at the small snippets of the actual zoms here. And of course, they picked the perfect thing to actually tease the intro to the game, the helicopter flying above the mall. But look at the zoms here, man. Look at them just walk. They look nice and crispy. I can't complain. They look nice and crispy. Yeah, just like the Lollipop Chainsaw remaster, at least this remake's a remake. He looks good, but between the voice acting and the way he looks a lot older, like, he looks good there. This looks good. This looks good. With the helicopter, headphones on, but then I see that, he just looks funny, man. He just looks a little funny. The hairline definitely looks rougher than it used to. He's got some gray in there as well, which is interesting, right? Which is interesting because, again, see what else they change, but Frank West is back, kinda. intrigued to see who's doing the voice acting this time around, because it's clearly, evidently, not the OG. But, yeah, man, there you go. It's back. Like I was saying, back in May, Jazz actually came out and said, if you're a Dead Rising fan, there might be something on the horizon for you. Heard it's a reboot. Capcom been a solid keel lately. So, why wasn't this at, like, Summer Game Fest? I'm just wondering. That teaser would have been pretty fucking hyped to see in the other lineup at Summer Game Fest. It was so quick, to only 40 seconds, but Jazz was right. Shocker. Here's another look at Frank with this new banner for the actual game, and you know, doesn't look too bad there. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. Does not look too bad at all. All these arms look super crispy though. And look at this inventory, baby. They're back. Look at all these fucking weapons, the carts. It's gonna be awesome. Gamatsu over on Twitter X did a side-by-side comparing the OG to the remake. Yeah, dude, holy shit. That's what damn near 20 years does. I was not wrong. The hairline is definitely a lot more drastic in current gen, but he doesn't look too shabby there. This one right here is where you see the big difference. Look how much younger he looks here, and then comparison to here, yeah. He looks a lot younger here. And the suit is, you know, the suit top is black, it's not brown. I mean, I guess back here it was black, but it was just washed out. It looked a lot more brown on my tube TV and 480p back then on the OG Xbox 360, but fuck it, it is what it is. Night and day difference. So there you go. Obviously, I'm intrigued to hear what you guys have to say about Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, which appears to be a full-fledged remake. They're still using the remaster in the title, but I would have just said remake. Intrigued to see what else is added. I'm hoping it's all the DLC content as well. The one thing I never really liked about the first Dead Rising game was the fucking timer. I hated, like, was it 72 hours? The 72-hour timer just, it fucking pissed me off because, I mean, I don't like games like that. I don't like the anxiety it used to give me, knowing how to go to, like, one section of the mall, then another section of the mall, then fighting through the fucking mall and the zombies, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna check my watch. Oh, I'm fucking gotta have a billion saves because I did something too slow. That's the one thing I hope that they give us, a ability to turn off the damn timer. Dead Rising with no timer is perfect. Please, Capcom, remove the timer, give me the option to play this game without one. That would be fucking amazing. So there you go. If you guys are hyped for Dead Rising coming back, do your boy a solid. It takes you a second. Drop a like on it. Of course, subscribe for some more reaction content like this on the channel. Until next time, been your host, Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. I love ya. See you guys in the next video. Peace.